A youth development organization in Jamaica Plain will hold an event Saturday to bring more diversity into running. The event will be led by members of the Rookie Runners Initiative at the Hyde Square Task Force. To tell us about the event is our guest from the task force, the Manager of College and Career Success, Joel Mora. Thank you very much for being with us, Joel.
Thank you for having me tonight, Chris.
First of all, tell us about these Rookie Runners.
Yeah, so the Rookie Runners Initiative program is comprised of young people in the organization that run and stay fit and stay healthy. And what they do is each year they put together a 5K race to engage the community in making sure that they're aware of these easily accessible opportunities of staying fit. But the great part of having the 5K in the Jamaica Plain area or the Latin Quarter area is to bring awareness to making sure that on top of staying fit, that all proceeds from registration for the 5K go towards supporting their programs at Hyde Square Task Force.
Nobody can deny that running is a good thing, especially for kids in the high school age, but why is it so important to do this?
It's very important to bring awareness to health. In the school systems, many times young people struggle with gym or with any extracurricular activities, but for something like running that's easy to do in their community or even walking, it's there, it's presentable, it's something you can do with the family or you could do with friends, and it's very important to bring that awareness because obesity is a pretty high academic or dilemma in any community, but as well as a fun way to stay fit and be competitive and to raise money for an organization that they truly are passionate about.
You know, running does not necessarily come naturally. I mean, if you're 14 years old, right. You might be a baseball fan or a soccer fan, but I mean, how do you motivate and engage the kids in this?
It's setting goals, benchmarks. With each young person that we encounter, we're noticing that when you work with them on setting a goal, personal, physical, mental, doing those small benchmarks helps them achieve something. And so for young people to achieve something is an obstacle, is a huge momentum swing in getting them to be successful in life. So for running, when you're giving them a benchmark of running maybe 35 minutes, 3 miles, or let's see how much you can run in 15 minutes, and pacing them at specific benchmarks throughout the year, it's going to get them to realize, you know what, I can do this, I'm feeling better. And then their options of eating actually change. So instead of getting chips and soda, maybe they're looking at fruits and vegetables to understand that this is what's going in my body, this is what's keeping me fit, and this is what's helping my community stay fit.
Well, there was a time eons ago when I used to do some running in Jamaica Plain, and it's a great place to do this, and you're allowing these kids to tap into that too, right?
Yeah, it's phenomenal. JP has changed a lot. And with this 5K race that we're putting together this Saturday, we have 3 different routes that actually expose the community to the landmarks that are in Jamaica Plain, and getting the young people also to help the runners and walkers to understand the importance and significance of these landmarks in the Jamaica Plain Latin Quarter area.
Tell me a little bit about those, the landmarks.
So the landmarks include Mozart Park as one that has had a rich history of its ups and its downs, and then another one is the Southwest Corridor, which is a very long stretch from the Roxbury area into Jamaica Plain. And then the last one is the Jackson Square area where our T-stop is, and how the development in that area has changed dramatically from years before, where we currently now have murals and peace doves there to signify the vibrancy of the community.
Because one of the things you want to do in this event is I guess, make running something that everybody does. So you want to get this is not just kids from the Latin Quarter. This is, I guess, anybody in JP who wants to get a piece of this.
I mentioned I live in Lawrence, so I'm traveling down from Lawrence to walk. And we want to expose anyone in the Boston or Greater Boston or outside of Boston area to join us and be able to celebrate a fun day, raise money for a great organization, and at the same time participate in our Finish Line Festival, which is going to have free food, live music. Well, the food is part of the registration package, and as well as a vendor expo that'll provide community members and guests opportunities to learn about healthy options.
Now, I know you're talking about running, and we know that kids in Boston could probably use more athletic activity if they're not getting enough from the schools, but this can also be a gateway to other things that you're helping these kids do. I mean, you're working on career and college here, right?
Yeah. So one of the things that we want to do is to keep them motivated, keep them going, literally keep them active. And I've noticed with a lot of the students that I work with that are not physically active, they're more prone to be procrastinators. And obviously we know that in college, that's a skill that you cannot have, is procrastination. So I'm noticing a lot of those students that are actually active in their lifestyles tend to do more in colleges, tend to do more at home, and be more proactive and healthier.
We should get some details here about this event on Saturday. So what time and place we're talking about for things to get started?
So registration begins at 7:30 in the morning on Saturday, June 6th, and the race starts at 9 o'clock. It's going to be located in front of the Old Blessed Sacrament Church on 361 Center Street in Jamaica Plain. After the race or walk, the Finish Line Festival will happen, where, again, I mentioned we'll have this vendor expo and the food and the music, as well as some prize drawings. So we have some fantastic prizes that include a pair of Red Sox tickets, a pair of Celtics tickets for next year, and as well as a 6-month membership to Mike's Gym in Jamaica Plain for those people that fundraise more than $250 for the
And
event.
people can also go online and find out how to get involved in this?
All details are on our website, www.hydesquare.org/5K.
Thank you very much for being with us.
Thank you.
From the Hyde Square Task Force, Joelle Mora. We'll have more news in just a moment.